You know, I've come to realise that Australia has moved past the corkats and crikeys that once stereotyped us.
What?
I mean, nowadays the stereotype is usually more along the lines of, how the fuck you going, cunt, eh? You wanna go grab a goon bag and a Macca's run? Tell you what, I'm so good at perpetuating stereotypes, I should just make that my whole channel. What's up, YouTube?
What's up, everybody?
I'm TerryByte, and Asian people, am I right? Anyway, this is the top 10 things Asian guys like.
Going to Asia, or at least areas where lots of Asians live.
Are you honestly telling me that the thing Asian men like is the idea of Asia? Like, the continent they're from? And as for areas where lots of Asians live, that's called segregation and ethnic communities.
Number 6, hip-hop and R&B.
Hip-hop is one of the most popular music genres in the world.
Number 5, basketball.
Man, get that out of here.
Basketball is one of the most popular sports in the world. So really, this list should be called Things People Like.
Number 1 thing that the 20-something-year-old Asian guy loves is the idea of being rich.
The idea of being rich. You mean in a capitalist society where money can give you security and a roof over your head and of course goods and services, only Asian men are the ones that want to get rich? Jeez, what sort of monkeys wrote this script? Probably Asian monkeys.
I'm supposed to be talking about Blinky Bill.
I tell you one thing, Blinky Bill is one of the most Australian kids shows out there. It stars a koala. And there you go, that's it. I honestly forget that Australia is a little country way down there, being under the impression that Blinky Bill was an internationally recognized icon of Australia in places like America, Canada, and England. But apparently not, according to these guys.
What's Blinky Bill?
What the hell is Blinky Bill?
The fuck even is that?
Mitch, you're Australian.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Blinky Bill was first written by Dorothy Wall all the way back in 1933 and is now considered a national children classic, and hence adaptations were made. Back in the 80s, there was The New Adventures of Blinky Bill, yeah, great title there, featuring hairspray and perms that really take up the whole frame. Nah mate, some drongo stole it and put it on her head.
Hey Charlie, what do you want a duck for?
And a 900's a really big one.
Yeah, and the 900's really great.
Excuse me, that's not the right response. The right response is, oh my god, there's a talking koala puppet in the bush! Also, Blinky is a misogynist.
Sam's a boy's name, and you look more like a girl to me. Anyway, I don't talk to girls.
But we aren't talking about this show. Ha! The animated version is probably the one that everyone remembers because it was on the ABC after school. It was just something to watch. So there were 3 seasons and I'll pick one from each. Let's dig into the first season with the very first episode.
Hi, Blinky.
Oh, hello, Splodge.
So this was the Paragon Cafe.
Yeah.
Well, this is fun.
When I think about what the humans did to the village...
Of course, it's the humans. Always the bloody humans, ain't it? If Ferngully, Sonic Sat AM, Bambi, Captain Planet, Stop the Smoggies haven't taught us the whole human race is a cancer on the earth, then Blinky Bill sure will. Also, apparently when kangaroos get sad, they lose all frames of animation. Yeah, that's just like my life in general. Wow, I never thought Blinky Bill would pull my heartstrings so early on in the... Does that snake have breasts?
Oh, I resent that slur.
Shame on you, Blinky. Don't be such an asp.
Because making fun of others' speech impediment is the best pick-me-up. So with the cafe gone, Blinky and Splodge go to see Mr. Gloop, the cafe owner, to get his old recipe so they can make it for themselves. But apparently, Mr. Gloop is too upset to think.
I'm Blinky Bill.
And I'm Splodge. Oh yes, Winky Bill and Blodge.
No, that's dementia.
First you mix a nut full of cups. Ooh, what a lovely flutterby.
Also, he developed ADHD, so all the kids come together to form a secret plan to reopen the cafe.
We were hiding from the dingoes. We have to be careful. The dingoes are still around, and we don't want them to hear our plan. Right, Marcia?
It's nice to know that racism is still alive and well between animals, isn't it?
So, by coincidence that could only be explained by bad writing, the dingoes come along to eavesdrop on them. And is he naked?
Oh my how lewd.
So the dingoes want to figure out their plan. And how do they do it?
Poor thing. A handsome lizard like you should be treated.
That's all the childhoods I've just killed.
So the kids want to reopen the Paragon Cafe, but the dingoes want to make it a room for themselves. And for some reason, the mayor agrees to the exclusive club that even he wouldn't be allowed to be in, as opposed to a business that he can receive tax money from to buy more miniature purple top hats. So Blinky and the gang wallow over the fact they may lose the cafe for good. So, what's the best plan?
On Bunyip Day this year, the King Bunyip is coming here. I'm surprised that the mayor hasn't organised an official reception yet.
Surprise, motherfucker. What are you doing? Me? Well, I was just on my way to hurry up the dingo room workers. Why? Well, because I want it ready for Bunyip Day. Why? Because the youngest Bunyip is coming, of course. But the king would be too young for the dingo room. For the dingo room, yes. But we are not rebuilding the dingo room. We are rebuilding the Paragon Cafe.
Hooray for the Paragon Cafe!
Wow. So Blinky knew that the mayor believed in the Bunyip, so then said a story so that he would overhear it, so that Mr. Wombat, a village elder, would come along to interrogate him about it, so then he would open the Paragon Cafe instead of the Dingo Den. What a bunch of bullshit.
So everyone believes the Bunyip King is coming to the Paragon Cafe reopening. Why? Because the dingoes said so. You know, the group no one trusts are spreading the rumor.
The dingoes are pretending the king is coming. Why?
To get us into as much trouble.
But Mr. Wombat has a plan.
What's the matter? What is going on?
Oh, we're really scared, Beaky.
How dare you insult me? I am the mayor.
Mayor Squeaky Beak.
Fish face?
Okay, dingoes, let me ask you something. You want the Dingo Den to be open. That's under the mayor's control. So the best thing to do is to directly insult him. What a bunch of bull twang.
Bull twang.
It's the king. The king.
The king! The king! The king?
The king?
The king?
The king?
The king.
The king?
The queen. Wait, no, that's not right. Sorry.
Your Majesty, you honor us with your presence.
Rise, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, if you guys are lost, a bunyip is a mythical creature in the Aboriginal community. While its description may vary from different time periods, it is mainly seen as a spirit that is feared yet respected for its ability to instill dread in others. That is not a bunyip.
Take off that silly costume.
I'll have that
And that.
and this.
What big false teeth you have. The game's over, Blinky.
Look!
Hi!
Yeah, that's what you get for not wearing any clothes, you weirdo.
The Dingo Gang will have to wash dishes at the cafe all summer.
What? But the two little kids, they didn't do anything. They were literally bystanders.
But at the end of the day, it was all a trick. Wow, what a twist. I am so enthralled.
Now, a year later, in 1996, Blinky Bill hit its second season on the ABC, so we're going to look at an episode that I personally remember the most. Blinky Goes Camping.
It starts off with Blinky and the gang waiting for class to start, when that fucking nudist dingo tries to sell a tent to Miss Magpie, the school teacher.
Good morning, everyone.
Oh, that voice isn't going to get annoying at all, isn't it?
A little bird told me you were looking for a tent.
The little birds I know don't gossip.
Well, this one did.
Smooth as fuck. So it turns out the school's going on a camping trip.
Why? Why do they need to go camp? They live in the bush.
Good morning, Miss Magpie.
Mr. Wombat.
Oh, I don't like Mr. Wombat's approach there. Meanwhile, the dingoes figure out what to do with the tent now that they can't sell it, and
Oh, stop spreading your legs!
so blah blah blah, class doesn't like camping for a few minutes. Whoa. And then, coincidence strikes.
What a silly place they've camped in.
You really shouldn't camp here, you know.
It's a free country.
If it rains, you'll be washed away.
Don't schoolma'am me. I was born bushwise.
It's gonna rain, isn't it?
Now camping hijinks again. Yay.
Marcia, stop that at once. There's only one more, miss.
As you can imagine, nothing goes well. The koalas mess up the food, the platypus gets wet, and then puts out the fire. It's all a bit of a mess, and Miss Magpie is at her wit's end. So how does she fix it?
She doesn't.
Your mum. And it says to look in the bottom of everyone's pack. And we did. Look what we found. How did our mothers ever guess we'd get hungry?
So the moral of this episode is to just mooch off your parents when the going gets tough. Well, that is the Australian dream after all. So after the feast, the platypus, his name is Flap by the way, is drying his clothes because hey, he doesn't want to be naked like the weird old dingo. So, hold on. Miss Magpie's not wearing any clothes either. Okay, whatever. But oh no, a storm is coming. Gee, I wonder what's going to happen to the dingoes. Maybe exactly what Miss Magpie said was gonna happen because foreshadowing, because if it wasn't for this plot point, this may have been the most boring episode I've ever watched. No, that couldn't be right. That twist would be too smart. There must be a simpler, oh my god, it happened. It must be my birthday. Wow, I didn't expect that. So the dingoes cry for help, Blinky saves them with the help of his classmates. Then they all laugh it off, forgetting the fact that people's lives were at risk merely seconds before. Oh, the good old 90s. How art thou missed thee?
Now, after the second season, the third season obviously aired. 8 years later. But it wasn't set in Australia anymore. Oh no, they took a big step in the medium. Because it's Blinky Bill in space!
No, actually, they just go global. Blinky sets a bunch of circus animals free and now have to return them to their country of origin throughout the entire series. So we're looking at an episode called
Diamonds Are Forever.
Whoa there! What the hell happened to the animation here? Why am I speaking like this? What the hell happened to everything? How did we go from this pretty cool watercolor background to clip art? What happened? The animation studio didn't change. Hell, the only thing that did change was that it was aired on Channel 7. That's why. So Blinky and the gang of circus animals is in Africa, where they stumble across some ostriches. And this is where I have to address the elephant in the room, and why I don't really like Blinky Bill in general. I hate this goddamn koala. He's supposed to be like a naughty kid who's cheeky but lovable, but I'm sorry. He's just Nelson from The Simpsons.
That day is so important. It's said to be the one day of the year.
You don't call me Wombo.
Sorry, Wombo.
Now I'm glad he got turned into a lifeless puppet. So the ostriches were plucked of their feathers, and Blinky just loves making fun of their misery.
Forget to put your feathers on. Better than being nude.
Alright, calm down, Blinky. It wasn't that funny. Blinky. Blinky?
Well, I think you hurt their feelings, Blinky.
It's not my fault they're so funny looking.
So we get introduced to all the circus animals that I would name for you, but I can't be bothered.
Now you see the ring. I place it in this scarf. Abracadabra! Ring disappear. And voila! The ring is gone. Here it is.
Let me try that.
No, not my necklace.
You see this asshole? He just goes into a jewelry box without permission and proceeds to steal a bunch of shit. You see, that's not a lovable kid. That's an asshole move. A koala cunt.
Give it back.
Oh, absolutely. Just as soon as I've done my magic trick.
She's pleading with him to give it back and he's still not returning it. Like, what the fuck? Also, does no one notice how suspicious this toucan is? Because as you guessed, this toucan is a double crosser with the circus folk who are trying to get the animals back. It's because he's black, isn't it? Bada bing, bada boom, Blinky fucked up.
And now to complete my magic trick. Right, oh. No.
What are you doing?
I don't understand. The necklace is not here.
Can we just skin him now? So Tico gives the ringmaster the diamonds, and how is he flying? He's not flapping his wings. Anyway, the ringmaster plans to sell the bracelet, double-crossing Tico, who wants to reopen the circus for some reason, and there you go, that's the plot.
Oh, this balloon!
Master says true happiness does not come from material objects.
Well, Master's wrong.
Yes, Master is wrong.
So Tico reveals the ringmaster's plan, and the gang chase after them.
This isn't going to be easy. We need to get that necklace without getting caught ourselves.
No shit! So as the ringmaster gets away, Penelope goes after her in a fit of passion, but ends up getting caught. And yet Blinky still feels no guilt about being the cause of her kidnapping.
They've still got the necklace.
They've got Penelope.
Yeah, we'll never catch up with that truck.
Or if they belong to those ostriches we saw this morning.
That's it, Flap.
Oh, I wish I wasn't a dickhead to them beforehand, otherwise they might have helped us.
Yeehaw!
Blinky Bill's chasing us. Shall we stop and catch him?
No!
No? As in, you want him to catch you? What are you saying no to here?
Go faster! They're getting away!
Oh yeah, just go faster! Why didn't you do that before the truck accelerated?
I'll get rid of him.
Hey guys, why don't you just stop the car? Like, you can just get out and pick them up and throw them away. I'm pretty sure 2 grown men can handle that.
I was worried for a moment.
Oh.
Mr. Circus, look at that.
Why?
Wait, the panda can actually talk? So the two get cornered as the panda does a bait and switch.
What are you doing?
Oh, get it?
Wow, he just ran straight into him, didn't he? That was like his actual goal, to murder someone while committing suicide. But Blinky doesn't know about the trick because, you know, he's an idiot.
Actually,
No, don't tell me. No excuse is gonna make me any less cross.
Yeah, Panda, how dare you mess up? You know, unlike Blinky. He just took Penelope's bracelet without permission, got it stolen, caused her to get kidnapped, and made the ostriches overwork themselves to exhaustion. Blinky Bill is an asshole, alright?
what happened? Have you got the necklace?
No, it sort of disappeared into the river.
What happened to the brothers?
Oh, they're hanging around. I'm afraid it's gone.
Gone?
Into the river.
That necklace was très important to me. But you tried very hard to make things right. And that also is important.
Really?
Absolutely.
Really, you gonna forgive him for all that crap? Look at Curious George here, he's just as dumbfounded at that apology. But of course, Ling Ling, yes that is actually her name, reveals that she had the bracelet all along.
Maybe you never threw it in the river at all.
Master says a magician never reveals her secrets.
She's like the video game tutorial after you die a bunch of times in the same level.
And with that, it brings this episode to a close with the fastest credits I've ever seen. Even the animators didn't want to be credited in this.
Okay, to be fair, that critique of the last episode was a bit harsh, but that's because Blinky Bill's assholish ways was really exacerbated in it. But overall, it's an innocent enough series. It's not amazing, don't get me wrong, but it's iconic enough to remain in a lot of people's memories, whether prominent or faded. And yes, I did enjoy rewatching these episodes, hell, even if they were a little bit crappy. So here's to keeping Blinky Bill, a nostalgic Australian classic. But then, everything changed when the Hollywood nation attacked.
We got 10! Whoa! We got 10! Whoa! We got 10! Whoa! We got 10! We got 10! Wow! Yeah! 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 We got 10! We got 10! We got 10! We got 10!
Fuck you, Terry. Okay.